Daniel, what's good old Bloomberg, the Republican in a Democratic primary, doing? How's he trying to stay hip?
So I want to just kind of preface this a little bit. Have you guys heard of Fire Festival? That super well-organized, well-run movement that was, what's the word?
Luxury music festival?
The music festival that was marketed.
Wasn't it great?
It was great.
By the way, I got the bodega. Everything went smoothly. Nothing went wrong. Of course, this the Fire Festival was managed on their marketing end, at least by a company called Fuck Jerry, which, of course, did a great job in selling a mirage, basically. So, where to go, who to hire if you're going to sell a mirage? Well, meet their new client, Michael Bloomberg.
The Republican.
So the Jerry Media, which is their new name because even though they tried to be like, hey, we did nothing wrong, we're going to change our name, though, because we did a lot of bad things.
Because everyone hates us.
Yeah, is working with the presidential candidate and former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg, because who needs morality when you can have a lot of money? In an effort to make the 77-year-old candidate look cool. By the way, how old's Bernie again?
78.
Okay, so why is no one saying Bloomberg's too old? I know why, because they don't care.
Money. Bought him off.
Yeah.
That's
okay,
why.
so the New York Times reports the Meme 2020 project, led by Mick Fursting. Okay, whatever his weird name is, executive director of Jerry Media, has enlisted influencers with large followings to create content for the campaign and promote it to their audiences. Quote, Mike Bloomberg has teamed up with social creators to collaborate with the campaign, including the meme world. While a meme strategy may be new to presidential politics, have you ever seen Bernie Sanders' dank meme stash? This has been around for a while. Are they talking like they're just breaking ground? God. We're betting that it will be...
We never say anything positive about Bernie.
Yeah.
Come on. Never
Yeah.
say anything positive about Bernie.
Hey,
They don't understand memes at all.
Yeah. Anyway, we're betting it will be a new effective component to reach people where they are and compete with President Trump's powerful digital operation. George Rushk, director of marketing at Brandfire. So there you go. You have Mike
Fire
Bloomberg.
with a Y?
Yes.
Tell me it's Fire.
No, it's with an I.
Okay.
That would be funny.
That would be too good.
That would be funny.
Nobody will notice. We'll spell it exactly the same way.
I want to point out to everyone that Bloomberg has just been throwing money on just Facebook. He's pumping in $1 million a day. Jeez. This guy is literally a vaporware ad in progress. No one's ever... It's like at this point, people can legitimately go, hey, does Mike Bloomberg really exist? Do you remember that Black Mirror episode with the blue stuffed animal?
The character that wins the
Like he's a fake he's a fake creature, but somehow he wins the office of Prime Minister.
So I feel like that's kind of where Bloomberg's at right now. But at this point, ads for him are everywhere all the time. When you load up videos of even our show, you'll see his ads. But has anyone actually seen him? And I'm not making a short joke. I mean, has anyone actually seen him? He hasn't done any debates, doesn't do any town halls. He's just pumping money into the process. And the media's happy because they're always like a day away from being unprofitable. And so he has decided that he's going to go with the new and improved Jerry Media, former sponsors of Fire Festival, former marketers of Fire Festival, to get some memes down so that all the young, hip kids go, oh, man, I liked Bernie Sanders for his Medicare for All, his Green New Deal, that's going to save the future, his minimum wage. But, these are some really dank memes. I'm going to flip over to my buddy Bloomberg.
So here's my problem with good old Michael Bloomberg. And in fact, hey, Fire, you're going to have a hell of a time trying to sell this because, people, once they look into Bloomberg's history, especially as mayor of New York City, they're going to look into, how'd you deal with gentrification? Turned a blind eye to it. What'd you do about helping out public schools? You were in favor of charter schools. And not to mention, there's video of him out there saying that he supports getting rid of teachers, keeping one teacher, and increasing class sizes. Yeah, that turned out great, especially here in Chicago, right? Large class sizes solved everything. Cutting teachers. Great job, Bloomberg. And then let's look at Bloomberg's history of dealing with people of color in New York City, to where basically he allowed stop and frisk to happen and people to be racially profiled in a major metropolitan city in the United States. There's nothing fascist or corrupt about that, right? No, Bloomberg he's on the ball. No need to look into its history.
He's on a box. He's standing on a box.
And let's ignore the fact that this man is buying his way into this primary. This guy, a billionaire. What does anyone here have anything in common with this guy? What do you get a billionaire? He's just greedy to have his name attached to something in power, more power. He was already mayor, but I guess he doesn't want to be governor, so he just wants to become president of the United States, and he can buy his way into it. Remember, there was some time ago where him and Donald Trump are seen together in photos. They are friends with each other. But yet Bloomberg was able to buy his way in. And so this whole corporation that's trying to right now promote Bloomberg through memes, if they did such a epic fail for that one music festival in the Caribbean, think about how much. Think about how much they're going to fail. Just once again trying to reach out to people to consider them voting for Bloomberg, a billionaire, a Republican, trying to run against Donald Trump. It's not going to work.
No, it won't. Yeah, no, I think it's funny. I've been noticing on Twitter there's a spate of Bloomberg Twitter threads of just quotes that he said, and they usually start the thread with like, "Who do you think said this, Trump or Bloomberg?" And they're all Bloomberg quotes. But he sounds exactly like Trump. He's got, I forget how many, but I think it's 50 or 60 like sexual assault allegations levied against him. Like.
Corporate media, you think that's a good idea to look into that and look into his history?
Right.
What? No, probably not.
In fact, your entire argument, or a good portion of your argument of like, our candidate is better than Trump. Now you completely give up all the like, oh, well, he's an ally to women. Well, I guess he's not. Well, but he's still, but Trump is so bad. Our guy's really bad too. Like, what are you doing?
But he's a young 78-year-old whippersnapper. Come on, Paul. He could do it, right? Age doesn't mean anything. Now, Bernie Sanders, he's too old. Yeah. So there we go.
There's no question. If you add a year, if Bloomberg was 1 year older, it would have been over for him. But he's at the age he is, so it's okay.
Yeah, so 78 is just fine.
There's this thing.
Bloomberg.
There are 4 candidates who are 70 or above.
Right.
Right. So it's Biden, Sanders, Bloomberg, and Warren.